love it or hate it, you gotta admit, it was a groundbreaking step for Thomas. I'm talking about Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Hello, Z! Hey guys, what I have here today is not so much a review of Thomas the Magic Railroad, more as it is a discussion, if you will. And I guess this is Thomas Discussions number 2. What I want to discuss is why just so many people hate Thomas the Magic Railroad. Yes, it has a bland story. Yes, it's got these cashed-in actors for no reason. I mean, heck, they all wanted to do it, but they didn't provide a good performance. Yes, it was cut from the director's cut, and the director's cut would surely be better. But why do so many people hate this movie? Personally, I love this movie. It's my favorite Thomas movie. Well, probably tied with Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. I mean, come on, that's epic. But yeah, I love this movie. It's my favorite Thomas movie. I watched this all the time when I was a kid, and it brought me back into Shining Time because I didn't like Shining Time as a child. But yeah, the thing is, and I don't mean to offend anyone by this, but I think the problem that spawns so much of Thomas the Magic Railroad hate nowadays is not its story or its convoluted plot or the Sodor being in another dimension, which I have a theory which ties Sodor into the real world, which is Railway Series-esque, and keeps the Magic Railroad and Shining Time elements. I'll put the link here for desktop and in the description for everyone else. Or probably just in the description. Now, like I said, this is not going to be so much of a review of Thomas the Magic Railroad as it is a discussion. I think the problem of why a lot of people, again, I do not mean to offend anybody by this, but I think a problem of why a lot of people hate this movie is, well, they blame it for the downfall of Thomas, which that is not true. And have you ever noticed Thomas looks purple on there? Yeah. Oh my gosh, my ADD is kicking in. The point is, I think this movie did not cause the downfall of Thomas. This is a pretty good, I think. Yes, the focus isn't on Thomas half the movie, blah blah blah. I know, we know the nostalgia critics tropes. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Yeah. But, yeah. The point is, the Railway Series purists just take all their aggression out on this movie. The British people, I do not mean to offend, I mess up my words. I do not mean to offend any British people watching this. They're like, you guys are cool, you have a separate country now. I mean, away from the European Union, which as long as it doesn't cause World War III, I'm fine with, because I don't care. I'm American. America. Yeah. Okay. That probably looked really dumb. Point being is, the Railway Series purists, they take all their anger out on this movie. The railway, it's a real railway and it's right beside England, which in the canonical sense of the television series, it is. But on the television series map, notice they have the Conductor's Railway and the Magic Buffers, which is the Magic Railroad. So basically, the Magic Railroad is canon. The movie, it's canon. And again, my proposed theory. And about my theory, if you've already seen it, I thought, why not? The Magic Railroad could be ripped in time, although I don't think so. I think what I said about Sodor sticking to its heritage of steam and just doesn't change much is more likely the case. But it's up to your interpretation, those two, because they're interchangeable, but the rest of my theory stands, I guess. It's a theory, though, you know. But the Railway Series purists, I've said this a billion times, because they can't, like this, the movie, I managed to smooth out the gas, but the movie writes Sodor as like an alternate universe, like, and they don't have any drivers, no firemen, no people on Sodor, which I thought, even as a kid, I thought, excuse me while I pick up the DVD, why is Thomas pulling Annie and Clarabelle? There's no one to pull, you know. because they can't stand that this is magic, and the British people in general, they just start hating Shining Time because they don't know what it is and they get all angry. That's the classic human reaction. If you don't know what something is, you get angry. What is this? Ah! Yeah, they don't know what Shining Time is, and they blame that. And look, Britt Allcroft is a successful businesswoman. She wanted to bring her two series together, but she didn't know how to do it because technically they were already brought together. Because Shining Time was a show centered around the 4-minute Thomas stories, but had to be expanded for a 30-minute USA time slot. But I mean, it's not her fault or anything. The British people just get angry about this because they don't understand what Shining Time is, and they feel about Shining Time, which I'll admit, a lot of the movie after got cut was about the human characters and Mr. Conductor. But yeah, and Alec Baldwin and a mental breakdown on the set, again, nostalgia critic tropes. But I honestly don't see what the hate for this is. It's a decent movie. It's not the best. It's certainly not Steven Spielberg or whatever, whoever's a popular movie director now. I don't watch movies. But, I mean, will always be my favorite Thomas movie because this is what I grew up with. I was terrified of it until I was 8 years old, but still. This is my favorite Thomas movie. And just tell me your opinions in the comments, guys. Do you hate Thomas Magic Railroad? If so, give me your reasons why. And if you don't, just let me know why you don't like it. I mean, why you don't hate it. Alright, and until the next video. It has something to do with Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. Allons-y! Maybe I need another catchphrase. Suggest one.